Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with another one, back with another one. This is Sunday Dailies, the Sunday Dailies report. First day of the week, Sunday Dailies. 31, the 31 edition, Sunday Days 31. First, the first day of this new week, Sunday Dailies. Yeah, we talked about a lot last week. The conflict is still going on, and it's a lot of it's a lot of things that y'all need to know that it's heating up. There was a woman that was they don't want you to say the M word. I'm gonna say it. She was murdered, by the way, by, I think she was just stabbed. And it's the same, in the synagogue, but we ain't gonna get into the synagogue argument. But if y'all ever heard about that story, that's kind of trending right now. But it's heating up, and then there's another 7-year-old boy got um a lot of people don't like to use the word kill. I'm gonna say killed. And he was a Palestinian, by the way. But it's just I just try to tell you this is heating up. They're gonna take this whole month. It's gonna be about them, man. I know people don't like it, but that's the trending topics that you see on YouTube, and that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing because this is gonna make people buckle down. Who's who on here? I'm out of it. I let them go ahead and do their thing, but it just goes to show you where we at today. I never would have thought this month was going to get taken over by this war. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say the war over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to try to promote it or anything. I'm just speaking my mind that it's everywhere. It's bad, but if you look at it, it's just like I predicted 2 years ago. Things are changing. Next year, it's going to be a lot of people try saying it's going to be election. I heard someone said in the live stream last week, this past Thursday, last week. I try to tell them I don't agree with that. There will be an election because this is money. The only way there will be no election if this country's collapsing. I don't think people understand what a collapse is. A collapse is a thing that you can't do certain things like you can't do anymore. You know what I mean? You can't expect people to understand. I don't understand. You niggas understand. Y'all worry about this so-called gender war BS. That's y'all's damn problem. That's why I don't trust these niggas in certain spaces. And this is why I say Esau got y'all by you know what, by the balls, but it's over. So I don't take you niggas seriously. The stuff we need to talk about is over there, how it's going to affect us, because this is going to be some serious stuff like they did in 9/11. 9/11 is a serious thing, yes, but you could talk about it. That terrorist attack is a black eye of this country. I said, we recovered. No, we didn't. We're still scarred from that. A lot of people ain't got over the fact that people lost a lot of people, and they ain't been right since. It's just a lot of biasness around the world. Like you can't just announce all this other stuff, but you're not really mean what you say. It just goes to show you where we at today. Yeah, I'm just looking at this little short. They said 72% lesbians getting divorced. True, modern women. This is probably a short. They make the same complaints and all that other stuff. This is kind of wild. I was looking at a clip by old boy. That's sad. But that just goes to show you the world's changing. Yeah, nobody wants to be in a relationship. So this ain't a gender thing. This is and people just don't. I try to tell you, man. But if you talk about them enough, yeah, your channel blows up. That's true. And that's designed that way. But if you talk about the men, they say your channel will be gone. That's what they said. But we know that's a lie. Only way they can talk, you can talk bad about the dudes. That's easy. That's content. And then you ain't gonna go far. But yeah, but the woman with the synagogue, you already know she's a Edomite. But even though I think she's the president's son of the synagogue president, found stabbed to death outside of her own. I heard this yesterday, and I was like, man, they getting serious out here. But this is some real stuff. I'm looking at it on my subscription. Sky News is talking about it, everybody talking about it. It just goes to show you that this thing is heating up. A lot of people's problems, two-state solutions. Just be mindful of that. Be mindful of a lot of things that's going on because this is heating up. See, this is getting such and such ready for the election. Now, RFK Jr., I didn't get to talk about him. I didn't get to talk about him this past Thursday, last Thursday. It's because I felt like his popularity is better than Joe Biden's so far. Me personally, the people up top does not want another Kennedy. You know, the Masonic top, the elite, what y'all call the status quos. They don't want a guy like RFK Jr. RFK Jr. or Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is the type of guy that changes stuff, right? A lot of people try to say all your presidents were not Freemasons. Yes, they were. 95% of them were. And this is thorough research. I'm not going by other people I listen to. I already know they are. But if you study your history correctly and put two and two together, it's obvious. It's like mob rule and, destruction and all that. A lot of say you're not in those society. I don't care. It's been exposed. It's out there. They've been out there for years. There ain't nobody caring. They don't care about this war over there. Over there is a distraction. That's just another way to get you glued to the TV. And the media is doing a great job exposing you dudes. And y'all participating in the BS. And see, this is what they wanted. They wanted this war to happen this month, even though the war was started by, Hamas. Hamas struck the first blow. And I think they said something to them last year. They was going to do it on a certain day, but it's all planned if you think about it. But the prime minister instigated them for years and years and goaded them and then bombing stuff and, other things like that. But you have to understand two sides is not right either. So I say F both of them. I'm not going against it or with it, but I'm talking about it in context, what's really going on. Now you have this terrorist attack. Now they try to say there's 9/11. Okay, they can say that. Let them say that. But in reality, do I care? No, I do not care. That's on them. Do I care about what's going on in prior events? Absolutely not. Because this is staged for 2024 election. Now, who's going to be president next year? Most people say Biden. Me personally, I don't think he's going to be president because when this war started and that aid and humanitarian, I think he'll be up out of there. It'd be him, but the prime minister they currently got over there in Israel, that's what they call it. That's what Esau call it. But ours is Yisrael, but they are Israel, right? For now, they use their identity. But in reality, those people are mad at him. So this is a split what we got now. Now RFK wants to stop all the wars. He wants peace. Now, if RFK Jr. wants peace, that's going to be a problem for most people. And the Republicans like him. They don't want they ain't got no money to go to war with any of those countries. They don't want to lose. White man ain't gonna lose like that. You know why? He's going to try to bring everybody in, rebuild the military, and then go out. That's how they do. They dirty like that. They want to see it to the end. So in reality, why would anybody want to stop this war? Well, for several reasons. Our military is stretched thin. I mean, actually, I ain't gonna say I'll say America's military is stretched thin. It can't do what it used to do a long time ago. Russia ain't what it used to be either. All these countries are. Now, Iran has a stable military, but it ain't the best. But you don't have to have a great military to win a war. No. When we talk about guerrilla warfare tactics means a lot of things. It's a war that they can't win on the ground. Y'all can go buy nukes and be cowards. Cool. But you're not going to win the war on the ground. Because guerrilla warfare tactics is anything goes. A lot of people think we won in Vietnam. No, we didn't. We lost in Vietnam. And they don't want to talk about that. They lost Vietnam. They lost the Cold War. They lost the Korean War. and we definitely lost um, all those countries. I don't care what nobody say. They try to say we defeated. No, we didn't. Anybody say we defeated? Y'all delusional. We lost those wars. We lost Vietnam. All the wars. We talking about guerrilla warfare tactics. America did not win none of that. Anybody tell you in history that they won is fucking delusional. They did not win those wars. I'm just speaking facts. And we don't win the war on terrorism. We lost that too because it was all financed and paid by the CIA in the top. That's why Bush was in office those years. That's why Obama's involved those years. They ain't win no damn wars. They was trying to help countries get into wars and they shouldn't have been. People need to stop, man, with this cap, man. Like, that's that pro West dick sucking. I said it, pro West dick sucking. But I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna stop using it completely because you know how sensitive this site is. But I'm just saying, like, you gotta understand. A lot of people understand that this is over. The Western civilization, like Brother Dahu said, is falling, and they don't realize it's over. All the stuff he was saying, it was accurate. They can't perform all these rituals no more. Everybody's been exposed. Now you got to deal with the consequences. Now you got to deal with what's coming ahead next year. Next year is going to be a different slate. I don't know what next year is going to be like. They said new terms of service and all that. Like, ain't nobody studying YouTube like that. It's one of those things that people don't care about. But that's the thing about the algorithm bots. And YouTube's not going to last. I mean, if they ain't careful, I give it not the next year, but the next year after, this site will not exist. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The only reason YouTube gets bought off, it'll get bought off like an Elon Musk type guy. I'm not saying Elon Musk will buy it, but I'm just saying somebody like him, his ilk, will buy this, or probably buy Google and reframe everything. Because the way the war is determined is what type of economy people are gonna get next year. Because this year, this is it. It's where the money is. But next year, what type of economy they're gonna get? A lot of people think this war is going to help everybody. No, it's going to help the people up top's pockets and determine the rule changes, who gets to buy what company. And you got billionaires rocking around owning stuff. Nobody's billionaires in this country. And I think people got to understand class warfare is still very real. Nobody wants to talk about it because they're so scared and don't want to challenge the status quo. They're really scared about other things. See, me personally, I like to challenge the system in other ways, not just protesting, but speaking my mind and then getting out the message and get prepared what's going to happen in the future. They're not going to survive this wasteland culture if they go to nuclear warfare. I'm just reminding y'all that, and that's it's not going to be where I'm at. It's going to be up north somewhere because they've been exposed. See, 9/11, they're alert, but they're not going to stop terrorism. They're not. The only way they can stop it is they stop doing these wars and things like that. But war is on. It's on. It's no turning back in time to expect apologies. It don't work that way. Blood has to be spilled. It's bloodshed. And I'm just looking at it like it's crazy. I'm telling congrats. But but if you notice something, YouTube has a if you use it on the cell phone, they changed a lot on the app. They put they put a thing, they changed a lot on the app. It is what it is, I think. Telegram. using nothing. Okay, I'm gonna put it on there. But they did something with the app on the cell phone. They like you normally pull your icon from the side. Instead, they put it in front like a header. So if y'all got that update, they did something with the app. And then how you go to the YouTube studio and all that, you can't do that no more. You have to find it in other ways. But I got an Android, so I've noticed they did some changes on the app. On the cell phone app is different. See, they had the traditional, they was trying to change the header the whole time. So it's pretty much crazy at this point. But yeah, YouTube it's been very interesting lately. But you gotta look at the big picture, what's going on in the world. But it's a lot of changes being made because the election years in 2024, a lot of people try to say it ain't gonna be one, but me personally, it will be one. They said the Victor Wembanyama hate is real. Of course, it's gonna be real because he's part of what you would say. It's very real. It's very real. Yeah, they talking about Beasley. So that means Shango lied. Okay, him and Shango. I thought Beasley was gone, but somebody lied on Beasley. Yeah, somebody ran him off on YouTube. Yeah, somebody ran him off on YouTube. I don't care for him. He just talks shit. He used to be decent over at old boys channel. I used to go over there and live streams and be on panels and stuff. But let me speak on that. Shouts out to John the Analyst. He posted, yeah, Beasley, he was decent. And we had a little fallout. You know how that is. These niggas is hilarious, bro. I don't take these people serious on YouTube. But that happens, when you're on this site. I've been on this site way too long, and I can tell you stories about how sorry these niggas are, and they ain't doing really nothing productive on content wise. I just leave people alone because I throw my shots and jabs. I have to. Especially on here, you can talk shit and then get away with it, and they don't really care. But the hate is real, man. Like the hate is real, and I understand why people don't like my ass, and certain people like I used to be cool, and they just go crazy, and I stop fucking with them. It's up. If I ever see them in person, if they have an issue, they have an issue. You know how people are because they bitch made on here, but they ain't gonna do nothing because I don't take these dudes seriously. I don't take nobody seriously. And they got mad. They could have addressed it in a conversation, and y'all ain't gonna do shit. And I'll be by. I mean, be bygones, be bygones. I tell you, but it's up for now on, online and offline. I'm consistent. Like I said, you gonna talk shit, I'm gonna throw jabs at you. But some niggas like it was as a people, we're gonna fight each other all the time. But fuck these niggas, man. All they do is want to fight. They always end up dead anyway. So it's not worth addressing these little niggas like that. I'm just keeping it with. I'm keeping a buck with you. Nobody respects these niggas like that. They say nobody respects you. Nobody respects you niggas. You niggas been lame. Y'all been doing bullshit for years and years. Ain't did shit. Talking about y'all's past fucking streams, but y'all ain't did shit productive with your channels. Like when I left this shit since probably 2014, but the absence of 2015 and 2020, I was pretty productive in the world. Yeah, I had a job and everything. Did it for 2 years and trying to look for this next one is tough, but I got out when I got out. I didn't get stuck during the pandemic. Just had to go there and then do it online, which I'll never will do. I will never will do. I'm glad I quit that job that I had. It was in a dealership. Yeah, I made some good money, but it was in a dealership. I didn't like it at first. I was in my 20s when I did it. The late part of my 20s, and I understand what was going on then, but see, I had no kids then. Thank goodness. I was smart in my 20s. I was making that bread. But when you look at it now, I don't have kids now, And people ask me if I want kids. I say absolutely. I wait till the time is right, but I'm not gonna have them at older either. I make sure that I am not having them when I'm older. Think about that. They put years on your life. You're out of there. That's why I ain't trying to rush to have them because my situation is not what I wanted. I mean, I got money, but I'm not in a place I can be financially stable right now. I'm not in that position. I got to get in a position to see where I'm at. I ain't trying to have kids recklessly if I ain't got no money around them. You know what I mean? Because people got to understand that's just the type of the world I am. Y'all, excuse me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. My sinus is acting up. You know how it goes. But anyways, when you look at it, that's the point I'm talking about. But when you get into that mode, you see what's going on. But the NFL, like I know my team is playing the Dolphins probably. Oh, they probably playing them. It's a late game. It's like 8:20. Yeah, 8:20. But it's in Philly. It's gonna be that's gonna be a great game to me. That's gonna be a great game to me. I know the Chiefs play 425. The Chargers. That's a rivalry game, by the way. Rams and Steelers. I got I got the Steelers. I mean, the Rams should beat them, but the Steelers is a good team. That'd be a good game right there. The Steelers and the Rams. Bills gonna beat the Patriots. That's in New England. That's nothing to them. They'll be up in Boston. You got Green Bay versus Denver. Denver is not gonna win that game. Me personally, Green Bay is gonna beat them. The Commanders play today. The Giants and the Commanders, they known as the Deadskins when we call them. They are rivals, by the way. Giants and the Commanders are rivals. They used to be called something else. I know it rhymes with skin and the color red, but it means dead skin. That's what it means. But they always gonna be the Redskins. They're always gonna be the Redskins. Period. Most people don't like the Commanders name, even though they're known as the Commanders. But the people did that. That's a military industrial complex. You already know the Commanders. That's America. But the Giants and they're my rivals. The Giants should beat them. I don't like the Commanders like that. The Bears and the Raiders. The Raiders should beat the Bears, but the Bears they good. They in Chicago. But now you got the Browns and the Colts. The Browns is okay, but you got the Colts. The Colts will beat the Browns. We already know that. Now the Buccaneers may beat the Falcons. So Atlanta and the Buccaneers are rivals, even though Atlanta is going to Tampa Bay. Tampa is going to be playing, and they're in Tampa. So Tampa should win that game today. That's at 1. So the Jaguars beat the Saints this past last Thursday. It was 31-24. So you know how that goes. NFL is very tricky. Since everybody wants to talk about basketball, let's go to this segment, because enough about the war and the dumb shit on YouTube and talking about these dirty niggas on here. But that Victor Wembanyama, he's the real deal. Spurs, it's the real deal. I would say it's a 5 to 10 year window. It's gonna be a minute before they get in the position. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. But I do see a future for them. So when you look at these things and you look at the future of the NBA and things like that, that's your window. Now, the minus the war that we got on going on right now around the country, that's what we're looking at. Sports is the sports, but we ain't gonna get into that. So people get emotional. We're on these sites or whatever, but it's really bad out here. It's really bad. My sinus is bad. I should have drunk the other tea and cleaned it out. Everything be popping out and shit. I'll be smooth. I might do that tomorrow. But anyways, but it has been real. But like I said, Spurs, they looking great in this preseason. I don't even follow it, but I heard good things about Wim and them goers and Chet. They done changed the game of how the NBA is played and things like that nature. But yeah, I understand. A lot of stuff is going on the internet, and everybody's getting their content somewhere else, and they're tired of YouTube and things like that. YouTube has been dry for a minute, and everybody's not doing it. See, we're in fall right now, so fall is here to stay until December 21st or some shit. Winter comes, and then it's a different ball game. I can't wait for this year's winter and see how interesting how people are going to be, because next year is going to be a rocky one. I said that, but the things is how we going to function. So you know what I mean. Now, excuse me 1 second. Man, my sinus is acting up, but that's okay. That's a part of it. Whether I don't like to change it, but when my sinus get flaring up, it does that. But you get in that position. You get in that position, but it just goes to show you that people are gonna just do what they're gonna do. And I understand how people look past the things that's going on, but I understand that everybody's going a different approach this year. But this year has been very interesting for me. I know pre-recording is my thing now, and doing this on a mic and all that other stuff. It's actually pretty cool because I try not to focus on the things that people have and all that stuff, and they look at their content and things like that. But that's just me. I'm trying to look at things and try to see what I'm going for and things like that. But you got people trying to misquote people all the time on here. But they got with the program. Most people don't even like each other on here. And this cliquish shit, that's high school shit. They can't even stay on their own, they say, right? And when people say they can't stay on their own, they can't stay on their own. So they doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why I don't like these niggas on the internet. Like, I really don't. And it used to be a time I used to like this site when I was a lot younger. But when I got older, I got tired of it. The bitch assness was there, and it was just goes to show you that I stopped fucking with a lot of people on here. But it's gonna get to a point we're stretched out. So, but it is what it is. Like, people look at it and, Rumble's not the wave, to go. A lot of people try to say it's the wave. It's really not the wave because my content is, I don't know what to do on there for a start. It's very tricky. I can't even get subscriptions on like that. It's very tricky. I don't know. I'll have to do something that matters and things like that. I gotta see because I don't know content wise. It is what it is. Yeah, I got 2 things and all that, but it's not conducive. I have to be careful with, Rumble. Rumble is very interesting, but everybody doesn't wanna go there. If you notice, it's a few people that went to Rumble, but if I had, the other sites, it's not like what it is yet. I want to do something. I gotta tweak some things on Rumble, but I still got a Rumble account so I can watch videos and things like that to watch people on. But a channel is kind of crazy. It's kind of weird how they operate. It's not. They said it's similar to YouTube. No, it's not. It's not an alternative. It's a nice alternative, but it ain't like my content is gonna be a little different. It's gonna be political stuff, and then I'm gonna have to stick with that. I can do that and do research, but the teachings that I did on here won't fit on Rumble. So I haven't found a site that's like that. Daily Motion was the longest I've had. I've been on Daily Motion in a minute. You can find most of my stuff on Daily Motion. Like I was on that. Daily Motion is tough. I don't have it on there, but Daily Motion is tough. You don't upload a lot of videos, but I'll be on there. But Daily Motion, that's how I'm gonna get my stuff, views and things like that. But that's my core thing. It's not there's no option. YouTube, like I said, it's the only option. That's because people are stuck and they're the problem. Rumble will never be like YouTube unless they fold or something. It is what it is. But Rumble, it's thriving, it's growing, but they need to add some features. I mean, they lack that. YouTube is a far ahead of everybody because they're too big to fail, and it's a problem. Only way YouTube fails is gonna fall within. You know, I'm here for a reason to give messages to people to understand how to survive in this world and deal with content what it is. Like I said, have anybody changed their content? I have never changed my content. Only thing I made some changes is topics. My topics has changed, but I always kept the same principles how this channel was made. Then I spread it out and mixed it. I don't say the same thing over and over again. I leave the nigga shit alone. I did that a period during the pandemic. That's how I got views, and after that, I just left it be. This channel is what it is. But if I create another one, it's going to be basically sports. But I don't know if I want to create it on YouTube because I got to have other equipment and things like that in place to get in place. I'm not interested in another channel at this point because I'm not focused on it because the way YouTube is going, I don't know. I question some of the things they're doing with the terms of service, and it's not future proof. We already know this thing can go away. YouTube can go away any day if they don't deliver what they want and things like that. And I tell people, stop thinking about monetization. It's over. They stop throwing money out. You use this as a hobby like I'm doing and just move on. Because YouTube's not where it's at. It will never be where it's at. Y'all care about panels and shit. Panels, co-ed panels. I told y'all this 2 years ago. Co-ed panels, is this the future? There's a live stream you can find. Is this the future? And I think it is. I mean, it's not real content, but that stuff is going to die out eventually. People are going to get tired of it. Everybody can do it on other platforms, but why this? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to keep focused on what's going on this week, and I keep my own things. Yes, I got only Thursday Thrills this week. I post the Independent Thinker series next week, and Thursday Thrills not today, but I'll drop it somewhere around. You might catch that on a Monday or two. I might drop some content and schedule content on that Monday. You'll see. I'll make some adjustments. So with that, peace. Excuse me. I know I mean peace. I won't say in the Hebrew. I'll say shalom to the people of Israel and the Gentiles. Of course, as always, stay blessed in the name of Most High Yah. Pray to the East as always. Until next time, I will see y'all this coming Thursday Thrills. Of course, you already know it's the 80th edition of Thursday Thrills. And we'll speak on more about different things and what the future election is going to be. So with that, until next time, I'm signing off and I'm out.